Late in 2020, Idesine released the first edition of Acorn, A World in Pixels. And when I attempted to do an unboxing video, I had various interruptions and technical problems, which meant it was never uploaded to the channel. So then in 2021, Idesine announced an enhanced and expanded edition of the book. So I thought I would buy that. There was the option to just get the download with the extra material, but I decided to get the full book. And since release, Idesine have also then made available a digital download containing extra material that expands upon the second edition. So let's have a look inside here. And as you can see, it's well packaged and protected. So that's a good sign. Now open up here. And this is a nice idea. Included in the package is a guide to what's been added and expanded, additions and updates, an easy guide looking at the second edition. So as the sticker says, extended second edition. And I'll take the shrink wrap off and show you the beautiful cover art designed by the one and only Steve Pickford. As you can see, it's pixel, it's more sort of voxel, so it's a 3D version of the classic Acorn logo. And we have a very nice heavyweight slipcase to protect the book. And inside the dust jacket is the same. So let's open her up. There's no text on the inside. But here we go, Acorn, A World in Pixels. And there's the contents. You see, huge amount, just short of 600 pages. Foreword by Richard Hanson of Superior Software. And the introduction from Little Acorns, talking about the birth of the BBC Micro, of course intrinsically linked to BBC and their computer literacy programme. The BBC Micro ended up in schools across the UK, and for many people it was their first computer. Sophie Wilson there talking about her part in the design, the Acorn Electron that followed up, lower cost machine. I don't think the ARM chip would have existed without the BBC Micro, Sophie Wilson, and that's the key thing. The ARM processor, which was in the follow-up, the Archimedes, started from thoughts they were having. So then, Life of a Gamer, Be My Baby by Ian Lee, regular columnist in Retro Gamer, talking about his BBC days. Publishers, looking at some of the famous publishers, Acorn Soft themselves, of course, and every so often you get a spread, which is a great picture on close-up picture of a game. Micro Power, artwork as well. Superior Software. As you can see, there is a lot of text in this book. Richard Hanson talking there. Galaforce, Software Invasion, Alligator, MRM, level 9, Audiogenic, because they were started out as cassette duplicators and then went into software themselves. Imagine an Ocean, US Gold, Firebird, Tynesoft, Ultimate Play the Game, great games on the BBC, Fourth Dimension, and then loading. Beautiful spread of loading screens there. Then onto the games, Planetoid, Monsters, based on Space Panic, interview with Tim Dobson about that, Arcadians, Felix in the Factory, Snapper, Swoop, Rocket Raid, Jonathan Griffiths interview there, JCB game, Missile Control, Granny's Garden, and then we have Cosmic Kidnap, based on Cosmic Gorilla, Zalaga from Nick Palling, Orlando Q. Pilchard, very well known for his BBC games, Android Attack, Starship Command, Hopper, Freefall, Eagle Empire from Alligator, Aviator from Jeff Crammond, Twin Kingdom Valley, one of the earliest graphic and text adventures, Chucky Egg, Killer Gorilla. BBC was great at doing clones of famous arcade games like Fortress cloned Zaxxon, Blago from Alligator, Space Pilot based on Time Pilot, interview with David Lovekian, Transistor's Revenge there, and Heist, Vortex, Attack on Alpha Centauri, some more small reviews there, more games, Attic Attack, Jetpack, Pingo, Microbe, Crazy Painter based on Amadar, Jet Power Jack, Volcano. I'm going to skip a bit further. The Making of Elite, absolute classic on the BBC. Exploring Elite Today, Savage Pond, Football Manager, Acid Drops, Revs, great game on the BBC and converted to others. Interview with Jeff Crammond, good to see an interview with him. Daredevil Dennis from Simon Pick, Mr. E, Superior's take on Mr. Do, Adrian Stevens, Jetboat, Pole Position, Paul and Tom Shave, Frak by Nick Pelling, and an interview with Nick. I was lucky enough to interview Nick for Games TM many years ago. Manic Miner, Tetrapod there, Saberwolf, Zany Kong Jr., Nightlaw, Ultimate Play the Game, sprites there from Nightlaw, map of Alien 8 in screenshot form, Magic Russians, I do remember playing that one myself, Chipmaster, The Making of Repton. I loved Repton, particularly Repton 3 with the screen designer, Repton Around the World, new levels, and then Repton Infinity, the final one with the game maker in it, Power Play, Game of the Gods, great trivia game, Thunderstruck, Contraption, Boffin, which looked very similar to Frak in its graphic style, interview Jason Sobel, Wizardor, nice map there, ER Kung Fu. Peter Johnson did some great games on the BBC, including Death Star there, which would have been the official Sinistar. Gyroscope from Melbourne House, The Way of the Exploding Fist. Castle Quest, another big game. Doctor Who in the Mines of Terror, which came on a ROM chip. Huge map to explore. Gary Partis. Matchday. Citadel, another well-known BBC game. Interview with Michael Jacobson. Artwork, Commando. Beachhead and Spy Hunter. Load Runner. Nightshade. Looking good in a shade of blue there. Mooncrester. Psychastria. Thunderstruck 2. Karate Combat. I wonder what that was inspired by. Airwolf. Imogen. Interview with Michael St. Auburn. Good to see an interview with him. I love Imogen. Such a great game. Interview with Philip and Andrew Oliver. Powers of Magic, Galaforce, Kevin Edwards. I interviewed Kevin for Retro Gamer recently. Enjoyed talking about copy protection on BBC games. Street Machine, Raven Skull artwork, the game. Frost, superb game on the BBC, converted so well to others. Stryker's Run, well remembered for its smooth scrolling. Chris Roberts, Lunar Jetman, Impossible Mission, Dungeons and Tetris, War from Martek, Star Wars from Domark. Michael Matheson interviewed there. Kenton Price, I met Kenton at a couple of retro events. Arcanoid, Green Beret, Cute to Kill, Codename Droid, follow-up to Stryker's Run. Martin Edmondson, probably best known now for Shadow of the Beast. Elixir, Crazy Rider, another from Kevin. Grand Prix construction set, also known as Scalextrics. Build your own courses. Bone Cruncher, another superior game. Some similarities to Repton and Boulder Dash, but character all of its own. Dan Eaton Chiron. Uridium, Spy vs Spy, great fun game that. Mike Bryant. Kevin Blake. Joe Blade 2, By Fair Means or Foul. Hoping to do a piece on that soon for Retro Gamer. Quest, Fire Track, another one from Nick Pelling, beautiful graphics. The Sentinel is a masterpiece. Interview of Ian Holmes, William Reeve, Skirmish, Stuart Cheshire, Exile, such a clever game, Exile. Years before we were talking about physics engines and gravity in games. This game had them. You moved differently in water, there was wind, objects had their own weight, which affected how you moved. Superb pixel debris and all sorts in Exile. Love the C64 version, and there's the complete map. Barbarian, Spycat, Saigon, interview with Andrew Bennett, Indoor Sports, David Lloyd, Sam Inglis, Hold Out, the golf game, Gordon J. Key, Quack, Cholo, another underrated, forgotten game, Ricochet, 3D Pool from Orlando Q Pilchard again, good fun, Peter Gillette, Starport, Ian Collison interviewed, Hobgoblin 1 on 2, Camelot, Tony Oakden, Last Ninja 2, SimCity, Peter Scott there being interviewed. So you can see there's so much to read in this book. Peter Scott's Diary of a Game, Omega Orb, Inertia, another interesting isometric game. Graham Richardson interviewed. And not to forget, even more games. Art and Sound, talking to the artists and musicians. Remembering the late Bob Wakelin. David Rowe also did games covers, The Sentinel there, Way of the Exploding Fist. Martin Galway talking about his music because he started on the BBC and then moved to the C64. Melvin Wright, Ian Wall, Michael Hutchison, Johnny and Myers. And then talking about magazines, the Micro User, Acorn User, A&B Computing. Ron Modilove from Dave Lawrence from Acorn User, Pete Davidson from the Micro User, John Revis, Bob and Trev. Lost and Found Games, so some games that have been lost and have now been found. 3D Wars, Amnesia from Kevin Edwards, Bubble Conversion, Cookie, Daxis, Eyes, Mega Apocalypse, and Retro Life of a Gamer, Acorn, Adolescence in 4 acts. 40 years young, today's Acorn gaming scene, and there's some amazing new games coming out for BBC and Electron. Piece looking back at Micromen, the drama about the BBC and also Sir Clive Sinclair. Citadel, Saving the Crown Jewels, a Beeb in a Browser, Acorn Games 2.0, the next batch, looking at this new generation, Kieran Connell, who did Prince of Persia, Richard Broadhurst, who's done some amazing games recently, arcade conversions, Andrew Waite, Pat Newman, OX Code, who's working on the Acorn, and Control Break. So there's an index then of the games and the programmers, the credits, design and editing by Mark Gidley and several other writers involved. Special thanks there. And then finally a sketch of what would become the cover artwork from Steve Pickford. And there we have it. So that's Acorn, A World in Pixels from Idesine Books. I'll leave a link to the shop. And it's a truly epic book with so much detail. It looks good too. So, thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned to my channel for more unboxing, retro shelf, merch stand and gameplay videos. Like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Keep it retro.